Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to make $0 in one day expediting in a cargo van over the road.
Your hustle gotta be strong in this industry, as in any other industry.
Alright guys, so listen up really well. Pay attention, take notes. So what you do in order to make $0 expediting in a cargo van over the road is go to Nebraska. Okay, so for real, I did strike out yesterday. I didn't get anything. I was in Grand Island, Nebraska. Nebraska is a tough place. There's certain spots that there's a few loads that comes out of. Unfortunately, Grand Island wasn't one of them yesterday. So, this morning, I had it planned out that I was going to go over to Lincoln. I was going to get a little closer to Omaha, a little closer to getting to Kansas City, and then some things into Iowa. So that was the plan. I got up, I moved, I got about an hour down the road, had about a half hour left, and I booked the load picking up from McCook, Nebraska, which was behind me, so I had to turn around. So the point to all this, though, is in expediting, when you're doing OTR stuff, this is one of the main differences in the OTR expediting cargo van business as opposed to doing local or regional routes. In OTR, you're not always going to be rolling. You're not going to have a load every single day. There will be time that you're sitting waiting for a load. And that can be very difficult for people to deal with. You know, it took me a while to really get comfortable with it. I still don't like it, okay? So let's say that. You'll never get to where you just enjoy it unless you're just out here kind of part-time in it and you're out here more for the travels and the scenery than you are for the money. But if you're out here specifically for the money, then, you know, that's when you're going to have more irritation with the sitting. Whereas with the local regional stuff, there's all kinds of stuff always popping locally, and you can land contracts that have you basically responsible for particular routes on a daily basis. You know, whether it be 5 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever, however many days you're choosing to work and agreeing to do that route. Whereas with OTR, it's basically once you get to a spot, it's about trying to find a load at that point, because there's not a continual, okay, I get here and I know I'm going to get this. Now with certain carriers that you sign on with, that may be possible. That may be the case in some cases that, oh, well, we know we have a customer here, so when we get here, I know I'm going to get a load out of here either the same day or very next day in the morning. But other than that, you're just bidding. You're going to an area and you're trying to bid. You're just going where the freight takes you for the most part. Now me, I try to strategize, and again, I don't mind coming to Nebraska because there are some loads out here. And I have a connection that is, you know, makes it a little bit better for my odds to get it. Now, didn't work out yesterday, but again, if you play the odds, more often than not, I'm going to get something, whether it be something short going back down to Kansas City or up to Minnesota or over to Iowa. So I play the long game. You know, I don't look at what have I done the last 2 days or what did I do this week. You know, I might look at it, what did I do for the month? What am I doing for 6 months? What am I doing for the year? How am I averaging out per month, per week? You know, am I hitting that gross that I'm trying to hit? So you got to be, you can't be short-sighted. You have to look at the overall picture. You have to look at the big picture. So just letting you know, expect to have times that you're going to sit. Expect to get frustrated. And I've said this before in other videos for people that have watched my videos over a period of time. In this industry, industry/lifestyle of OTR in a cargo van, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know that kind of sounds crazy, but it's the truth. I have an example the other day. Okay, so my brother just got a new driver in his van. Okay, this guy, he got one trip on a second load. He's picking up, he has a breakdown. The radiator hose, blew a hole in it. Now, I was talking to the guy, we got through it, got it repaired, everything, was able to finish the load off and all that good stuff. So, but the following day I'm talking to him, And he's telling me how, you know, my brother was apologizing to him for the mishap this early on and just starting with us. And it's been kind of a rocky start as far as just, you know, things with the van, just miscellaneous minor things. And my brother was apologizing to the driver for it. And this driver was just talking how it's no big deal. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm out here to make money. You know, I'm out here to do what I got to do, be a part of the team. I know this comes with it, you know. And so he understands and is able to accept this. And mind you, he went out there and fixed the hose himself. It was the middle of the night. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're waiting for a tow truck to come get him to take him to a Ford dealer. He took it upon himself to go out there, look around, see what he could do. He fixed the leak, and then got it up the road to the dealership. And then the following morning, we got everything checked out and got him the good to go, and he took off again. So the point being is that this guy has no problem in adapting and thriving or making the most of what he's doing. He's, you know, whereas there are a lot of drivers that break down, they would have just sat in their seat and sat there and waited until somebody came and got them. They wouldn't have been proactive in any way. They might end up having to give the load up because they wasn't being proactive. And then they would have been complaining. They would have been complaining that they even broke down probably. Oh, this shitty-ass fleet owner got this shitty-ass van, blah, 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 blah. So there's just a different mentality that you have to have in order to be able to do this job being over the road. It can be financially rewarding, but at the same time, if you can adapt and embrace everything that comes with it, it makes it that much better when you're doing it. Hopefully I was able to get the point across with what I'm trying to say. I just put out a video prior that was about making $1,800 some bucks in a matter of 2 days. So this happens on a regular basis. You have a good couple 3-day run, or maybe a full week, and then you just hit a rough patch. So I'm just wanting to show both sides of this, because my channel isn't about just trying to promote the industry and make it seem so wonderful. Even though to me, I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I'm happy with the money I make. I'm happy with where I can grow if I choose to grow. I just wanted to be able to show the bad sides as well. I just want full transparency for everybody to understand what they're getting into. Okay, so with that being said, I am in a load. I just stopped real quick to grab a couple things, and I'm going to get rolling again, and I will see you guys in the next video, guys. Be safe.
Your hustle got to be strong in this industry, as in any other industry.